What's going on, YuGiOh community? Elmo Gonzales here, Jeremy Mitchell, G Sports Entertainment, LLC. Hope everybody's doing well, especially what's going on right now. Again, just like you, I'm pretty sure we're all eager to get back to the TCG scene. Just like you, we're waiting. Again, whenever that time comes, it does. But until then, you can only do what you can. Today, unscripted, we're just here to talk about YuGiOh. We're here to talk about, Jeremy, obviously, in his pendulum deck, what he feels is good choices for him and why he plays certain cards. Again, I look at results in regards to, looking at the whole overall picture. And as you can agree, opinion or not, Jeremy has done well with the pendulum deck. He has a proven track record and success in playing whatever build he plays in whatever meta. So again, we're here to just talk YuGiOh, and just, if anybody has any questions, when we get done with the video, you can ask them. Also, at the same time, next week, we are going to go live, Facebook Live. For those interested, we are going to do a live session. If you want to come check us out, we'll be talking YuGiOh, answering questions, and things like that. We're very excited. A lot of things will be coming up in the next season, whenever that happens. But other than that, I'm going to introduce Jeremy here. He's going to start talking. Again, pendulum player. Everybody knows who he is. And I'll turn the floor over to Jeremy. What's going on, bud?
Man, just trying to stay safe. It's crazy out here. Everyone knows it, especially when you work in the medical field. I deal with all kind of, different patients, and, everybody just worried about the virus and everything. It's making, everybody go, pretty insane, and, for good reason. So, what I've been just trying to, stay even kill, and, just continue to do my job as an X-ray tech, and, try to help people as much as I can. So, YuGiOh, it's cool. I miss it, but, I think, the bigger picture is the people that's more affected by the virus. So, I just want to make sure I put it out there. But, I do still find time to play YuGiOh online. I think a lot of people do that, and it's pretty fun. I think I mainly just wanted to address, not too long ago, just posted a build of what I was played, what I've been playing online, and testing. Sometimes I'll find time to just play around on YuGiOh Pro. I don't really play dueling book. I don't like the hassle it can be when people don't know rulings and stuff like that. So I'd rather just do automated. It's more faster, and I can get more games in. But mainly, so just going off of that build that I posted in the pin group. I'll just try to answer some questions I can think of in my head that people asked me. I got a lot of feedback through DMs, through the comment section. Why I play certain cards, why not this, why not that. So I think the first thing I got asked mostly was, why no souls? And to be honest, the build that I posted literally was just from people asking me, Jeremy, are there builds without souls that you can show us? Because a lot of souls is expensive, so that's mainly the reason why I posted that.
Let's get something straight here. Jeremy has access to anything. Okay, if he needs it, he gets it. So him not having souls is not true.
I don't know. People, they'll look at it. Oh, it's a budget build. I'm like, not necessarily. Those are cards I really just like that I found success without souls. Souls is not needed to have success with the deck. People think it's just the end all be all, but when I top those events, when I have souls in my deck, I got so many comments. Well, Jeremy, do you happen to build without souls? Because souls are expensive, and everybody have souls, So I took that in mind. I'm sorry I didn't post that. I didn't put that on the top of the post like, hey, this is a build without souls for people who want to play without souls. But I didn't think everybody would be that upset about not having souls in the deck. But yeah, that's just the main reason why. Souls is a great card. I don't particularly like the whole Restige build, or Restige build, whatever it's called. I feel like if you don't have souls with it, then it's not that great. That's just my opinion. People can play what they want. I just saying that, in my opinion, I don't like it. Other than that, I think another good question. Well, Jeremy, why 2 Garudas? So the main thing I would say about that is, if people that know me, people that are really close to how I play my deck, people like Joseph Stasky, Ezekiel, and Peter, those are the 3 main guys that actually know how I play, and we all kind of play. There are people that play the build as similar as me. They'll know exactly why I play 2 Garuda, because Garuda is a card that sets you that kind of, if you get Dark Rulered, hence why I play 2 Citadel and 1 Terraforming. It's a way to interrupt your opponent where they can't see you, where they can't see. Garuda can be a card in your hand that your opponent will never see. I don't care how good they are; they will never see that card coming. And when I draw 5 cards, my first instinct is to think, how am I going to set up Garuda? When I play like a certain hand, I want to say, okay, I want to at least have Institution, which is a 3 of, which I don't understand people don't feel like they need to play that, but whatever. But anyways, Institution, I want counters on Institution or Citadel. Why? Because if I get Dark Rulered, all my spell counters are gone. So at that point, I need something that's going to hold counters. So in case I get Dark Rulered, I want to make sure that I have a Garuda in hand that can stop them and stop their whole play. Example, probably the best deck, at Emancipators right now. Usually, if you could hit their normal summon at that point, so let's say they Dark Rule you. Let's say they Dark Rule you. So their normal summon, whatever, like a rock monster, you want to Garuda that. And if they got extenders, then GG, they got it. But you really want to get a normal summon. But it's just something, stuff like that. That's the main reason why I play Garuda. I want to have a better chance of seeing it in my opening hand, and resolving that hand effect. The hand effect is what I care about the most. And going second, it speaks for itself. It pops back roll. That's always going to be good. It's a 1 card, out of floodgate. That's not anti-spell. So I really like 2 Garuda. I mean, you don't have to play 2. It's just I personally like 2. I go back and forth with it, but I want to see Garuda's just so good when it's in the hand that I want to continue to keep playing it, and I want to keep seeing that card. Another instance I kept getting was, well, Jeremy, why so many? Why Magister? Why Reflection? Why so many of them? What happens if you see multiples? You can pretty much make that kind of statement about a lot of cards in people's deck with 3 ofs. You don't want to see all your 3 ofs at once, but I want to see multiples. I want to see 1 Magister, 1 Reflection, 1 Citadel, all those 3 ofs. I want to see all of them, like maybe 1 and 1 card of each in my hand. That's why you play 3 ofs. Yeah, you're going to see 2 Reflections in 1 hand, 2 Magisters in another hand. I mean, that happens, but I mean, that's Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've learned to I think Magister is just such a good card because it gives me gives me pretty much a Kieran on my opponent's turn, and I want to make sure that even if I can't, I want to get to Magister as much as possible, so I have that in defense mode on my opponent's turn, so it gets me anything I need. They say enter battle phase, I say cool. Once they enter battle phase, Magister effects, summon big guy Endymion from that. If I see them having if I have a whole bunch of counters and I see them playing a heavy monster negate kind of deck, I activate, try to summon Jackal from deck. Then you have Reflection, some Reflection from deck, bounce a card. It just comes up so much. I don't feel like 1 is enough for me. And the reason I also play 3 Magister is because I don't play Chronograph. People can have their opinions about Chronograph. I personally just kind of lost faith in it. I don't like seeing Time Gazer. That's just me. So I need a high scale. So Magister is going to be at 3 of it. As long as I don't play Chronograph, it will always be at 3, no matter what. If I played Chronograph, maybe it'll be at 2. Personally, I just like Magister. So, I mean, that's another thing. Just trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, Secret Village in the main because I want to stop Dark Ruler. I think people are main Dark Ruler now. I don't really like Secret Village as much, to be honest, because it sucks going second. But you need some kind of, you don't want to get, Dark Ruler all day. It sucks, especially people are maining it now. So, you want to have the extra terraforming target in case you open up Citadel and terraforming. You get another target out, you get the Secret Village after you're done with your combo. So, and also another thing, I find this hilarious that people are saying that Cerberus is bad now. I think that is the most ridiculous statement I've ever heard. Well, Jeremy, what if you get ashed on Cerberus? I think I've been saying that forever. I've been playing Cerberus at 3 for the longest. All these tops I have, Cerberus has been at 3. People have been playing Ash since Ash came out. Has that stopped me? No, because I know how powerful Cerberus can be. Your deck is why I play 3 Jackal, 3 Big Endymion. They're high level. So if I get ashed with Cerberus, I can put my Magister on board and still summon those monsters out. Like that happens. Then put a Secret Village on top. Now you're good. They don't always have Ash Blossom. Do they have a majority of the time? Yeah, it seems like it. But you can always bait them out. Play secrets first. Play desires first. You know, trust that you don't banish all of your styles. Well, I play 3 Jackal. I love Bashlik. I love, you know, Baby Jackal. I love Gruda, as you know. So I don't like that whole mindset. Cerberus is such a good card, especially against Eldritch. You banish the Eldritch. It allows you to generate counters so quickly, just like Cerberus plus a mastery allows you to put so many counters on it to get the whole, you know, big Endymion blowout effect. So, you know, off the top of my head, those are really the main things that I can think of. But, you know, and also I think people talk about why I play so many, you know, Link 1, Link 1 monsters in my extra deck. I guess one card I would say is the whole Relinquish, the new Relinquish card. I play that because why? It makes Baby Jackal a 1-card knowledge target. So you know, times when you open up knowledge by itself, you're like, dang, how am I get that draw? Well, I noticed that if I just summon Baby Jackal going to Relinquish, I can at least get that draw too. Like I want to play cards that can help me not break as much, you know. So that's pretty much the main reason why and people, you know, they put their monster right below the extra deck dump zone so you can, you know, suck it up that way. So those were just some of the cards I could think of off the top of my head. You know, if y'all have any questions, just PM me and I promise y'all I'll get to you. But, you know, like I said, the people that know how to play the deck the way I do, people need to understand that I don't play the deck like everyone else. It's going to look weird to you, especially when you see, you know, a certain guy's build, you know, all over the place. You think, oh, that's the only way you can play it. You know, with all this draw power and all of that. You really don't need all that stuff, in my opinion. I mean, I have results to prove it. You don't need all that stuff. I play it differently. The people that know me, they play it literally almost the same exact way as me. We all pretty much play it together because we know exactly what we're trying to do. So that's just the main thing I wanted to say, that not all builds are going to be the same. It's going to look different than other people's builds. You know, you just got to know how to play it. And if you ever have questions about it, just ask me, PM me, and I'll be gladly to, you know, help you out and show you exactly what I do with the build, okay?
So again, everybody's going to have their own opinion about how certain decks are played, different card choices and things like that. Everyone's going to think their build is optimal, and that's great. We have no problem with that. Again, we're here to talk about why Jeremy plays certain cards, and given his track record, I mean, it works for him, and that's the thing. If it works for you, great. We're not here to say that you should be playing this, you should be playing that. We're just here to, you know, tell you why he plays certain things and the benefits for playing that card and his playstyle. It comes down to, you know, playstyle when it comes to playing certain decks. Again, you know, right now we'll talk about, you know, certain decks, you know, how Pendulum players play this against certain decks. Like, you know, Jeremy mentioned the Emancipator deck. It's a pretty good deck. But as a Pendulum player, Jeremy, you know, what do you see for that deck as a, you know, how to play against it, things like that?
Well, I mean, I think it's no big secret about how to side against them. I think, you know, board wipes are just the main thing you can, you know, try to side against them. You know, Dark Ruler No More, Sphere Mode, those are really good. That's what I side against them. I think those are really the main cards, especially in Pendulums where, you know, you really don't want to see an Nibiru as your 6th card. You don't want to see cards like that. So I'd rather see a Sphere Mode or a Dark Ruler as my 6th card as well. Sometimes I'll even put in Bankertops in case, like, you know, there's people online, like, they know my username, they'll just summon the Trivia Beast, which is kind of funny. So, you know, just cards like that, just, you know, you want to side in cards that really just stops the whole matchup, like, or just try to break the whole board. And then, like, my main thought is Cerberus and a side card. So Cerberus and a like Sphere Mode. I'll Sphere Mode everything except Block Dragon, because they usually summon Block Dragon out, the last thing they do. Then the last thing I do is try to banish that Block Dragon. So at least if I can't kill him that turn, you know, their follow will be really weak, you know, in case they play 2 of them, you know, then, you know, whatever. But that's pretty much the main thing you want to do. Going first against an Emancipator, you know, it's challenging. I think if you didn't see the, you know, deck list that I posted, I did side Summon Limit, which I think is really amazing. It's pretty much every combo matchup. And Summon Limit is really good against that deck. You wait, you don't flip it, you know, preemptively. You wait until they summon 2 monsters because it counts like that, and then you just flip it up and then pass turn at that point. And I don't need more than 2 summons to kill my opponent. So just going first, that's good. It's good to play that. I really like that card. And, you know, usually, you know, you know, like I said, their normal summon is pretty much really big for them. From what I've noticed, their normal summon, they really, unless they have like, you know, 3 other extenders, GG, good game. But you really want to stop that normal summon. So sometimes, like if they normal summon like, you know, a regular Earth monster that's not Cookie Guardian, then I'll just say Magister Effect, Summon Reflection, bounce it back. Show me you have an extender at that point. Then I'm like, okay, and then we'll go on from there. But that's pretty much how I look at it playing against them. Yeah, I mean, it's a tough deck. It's probably the best deck. Yeah.
Okay. Obviously, we have the tourney code coming out in the next month, I believe. What do you feel is, do you think that set is going to change anything in regards to how Pendulum players are going to play their deck? Can we touch upon that?
Yeah, I mean, I know Access Code Talker is a card. People ask me why I wasn't in there. I literally just forgot about that card. I haven't even tested with it. Like, cause I've been busy with work, and I don't really, do that much YuGiOh as much as I used to before everything happened. But, Access Code Talker, that's a really good card for this deck. You can really go into it. So, like, I usually would probably go into it after you make Celine. Then, if you're going second, that's a good card that they can't respond to. So that's a good card coming out. But I mean, other than that, I haven't really looked at the set that much. But I know Access Code Talker is such a tongue twister. But I think that's a really good card that Pendulums should be playing. And it's expensive. Lord knows it is. But if you can get your hands on it, then yeah, it's a really good card.
So again, today, we wanted to, just reach out to the YuGiOh community, especially Pendulum players, and just talk about pretty much a brief explanation why Jeremy plays certain cards and things like that. With moving forward, you will see a lot of us. We will be more active, especially Jeremy in the YuGiOh community. I think now with everything that's going on, it's given us a little bit more time to think about what we want to do. Those of us who are still lucky to be working and things like that have kind of put YuGiOh aside to just concentrate on everyday life. Hopefully, again, the season starts back up, and when it does, we can't wait. Until then, Jeremy and myself will be doing our best to try to, put more content out there for you Pendulum players. And again, you guys do you. You guys do what you want to do to make how you feel is the best style for you when you play Pendulums or any certain deck. There are going to be people out there like us who are going to say, hey, this card, in our opinion, works better than this and things like that. Again, our opinion, and it is the choice that that we make or he makes in order to become a better Pendulum player. Again, and I hate to say this, but results do matter. You can play the deck however you want it. You can feel that this card choice is this or better than X, but in the end, what do you do with that deck? How successful are you with it? And that's what it comes down to. And Jeremy has proven himself. Again, he's here because me as the owner of the team wants to make sure that everybody out there knows why he does what he does for his deck and his deck card choices. Again, thank you for tuning in. We look forward to seeing you guys next week at our live session. We'll be going live. For those anybody interested, just checking us out. We'll be answering questions and things like that, talking about more in detail about why he plays certain cards and things like that. Again, today was impromptu, talking about certain cards that was addressed to him, and just again to address a lot of his players and things like that. So until then, Jeremy and I will say thank you, and we'll see you next week.